Whelll here. Guys, this fine piece of clothing that I am wearing, guys, is a double ventile smock from Hilltrek. Okay, let's have a quick look at it. Quick 360. I know you love the 360s. Hey Bruno. This is the Cruachan, double ventile extreme smock, I think is the correct term for it, guys. Now, about 6 months ago, about 5 or 6 months ago, I did a video on this smock, right? I had owned it about a month at the time. Conditions are a little bit different. I've got more scope to do a better video, guys, so I thought I would get one down and talk about how I've been wearing it for a good part of the winter, definitely for spring, and now I'm just into probably the middle of summer, or you know, the end of July at this stage when you guys are seeing this. Okay, so at the minute it's mid-July, so we'll go over some of the specs, guys, and then we'll talk about what I think of it. So stay tuned. Okay, this is it, right? So we have hand warming pockets here at the bottom, alright, zippered with a nice big storm flap. We also have a map pocket here, guys. We have a chest pocket. We have a very decent hood that I have cinched down a fair bit because I was wearing it out in the pissing rain the other day. That has a peak on it, not a wired peak, but there is a wire here in it. Okay, so you can adjust the hood here, and of course you can adjust it on the sides as well. All right, guys, we have reinforced ripstop ventile on the elbows, on the back here, on the shoulders, okay, and along the wear points, so here and here. Okay, and we also have drawstrings at the waist, at the front, and at the back. Now these are separate. Okay, so we have side zips, so you can get it on and off easier. Come up here. Okay, they don't come up the highest, they only come up to where the rope is, and the same on the other side. And this also means that if you're carrying a knife on your belt or something like that, you can just sort of flop it open like that a little bit, so you have easier access to your knife. Okay, it is a drop hem, I think you call it. Means it's lower in the back than it is in the front. Okay, nice big zip here, storm flap and all that jazz. Okay, and Velcro. You always go to me, Wally, why do you go on about the Velcro so much? Well, if your Velcro fails on your coat, on your wrists, when it's raining and you're doing stuff, it's just a pain, an absolute pain in the ass, because the water gets up there, the wind gets up there. Having really secure Velcro wrists is super important. Right, so what is ventile? This is the question that people ask me all the time. I've got a shiny spot on my head. Alright, so what is ventile? Ventile is cotton, pretty much. It's like the finest cotton ever in the world. Okay, it's like the top. Okay, now I will put all the information down below because I'm guaranteed not to get some of this right. Bruno, I don't want that stick, you have it. Okay, so basically this fabric is woven so finely, right, that when water gets onto it, the fabric swells up a little tiny bit. Okay, and when it swells up a little tiny bit, any gaps that there are in the woven material actually close, right? That's the way it works. Okay, so it's not a membrane or anything like that. There's no issues with it's not Gore-Tex, it's not, you're not using body heat to repel water or anything like that, guys. It is not as, what is the word I'm looking for? It is stronger, it is natural. Okay, it is more fire resistant, thorn proof, all those different things, guys. It is like the most high-tech, low-tech material I've ever heard of. It's absolutely fantastic, guys. Okay. As I said, all the details will be below because I've probably messed that up. Okay. But guys, that's how it works. Okay. So you're walking in this. This is double ventile. It's 2 layers. Okay. So there's the outer, and obviously then that means that there is an inner layer as well. So how this works is that when you're walking and when this starts to rain, okay, it tightens up, and you do feel the jacket go a little bit stiff, sort of like a waxed jacket, sort of, but not the same, right? It's not stiff like you're, you know, you can't move or anything. You're like in a suit of armor, and as soon as the material dries out, it goes completely back to as you see it here, guys. You know, now enough. Okay, so you know it. For me, it ticks all the boxes, right? It ticks all the boxes. This smock is class. It's absolutely fantastic, right? You know, it just is. I've ripped so many things that I have spent a lot of money on, you know, busting through bushes, or, you know, crawling up something, climbing up a cliff or something, and I catch it on a briar and it rips, you know. But this is just, because it is cotton, it is just stronger, okay, and better, right? This is handmade in Scotland, guys. This ventile is not in any way cheap, okay? I'm not sure. I'll flash the price of this across the screen now, okay? How much this costs, right? And that's something that people will say to me, that, oh, but this costs such and such amount of money. Guys, this is a jacket or a smock that you will buy and you will have for years and years and years and years. Like, you know, so for me, it's a buy once item. You buy it, it lasts you so long that it is a budget item, okay? And that's where ventile and a handmade item like this definitely come into play. It is just so well made, right? So well made. Now I touched on this in the last video. You take this out of the packet and you're going, this thing is incredible, okay? It's handmade, right, by a small team up in Scotland. I cannot recommend this thing enough. It's just class, guys. It's really, really good. You know, after 6 months of pretty hard use, it has not let me down once, and it is the first thing I reach for when I'm heading out the door. Even if, you know, a day like today, you know, slight possibility of rain, you know, I always take it. If it's lashing rain, I take it as well. I use it and I like it so much that I have sold all my other waterproof jackets except for my Mountain Rescue issue jacket, which I will never sell, and that's for obvious reasons. So guys, the Hilltrek Double Ventile Smock, the Cruachan, guys, love it, absolutely love it. If you are thinking about getting one, I would contact the guys in Hilltrek. You know, let them, you know, tell you all the proper information about it. But guys, for me as a user, Bruno, it's all about the sticks. For me as a user, guys, I highly recommend this. I actually have 2 Hilltrek smocks, but the other one is a winter smock, so it only got about 2 months, 3 months of wear. So I'm going to save that review for coming into September time. But guys, definitely, this is one of these things you buy once, you look after it, it will last you a lifetime, okay? If you are looking for a high-end, waterproof, bushcraft resistant smock, this is the one. Thanks for watching. Stay frosty.